Good morning everyone, or afternoon should I say. Welcome back to my channel. In this vlog it will be me reading A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J Maas for the first time. I wanted to make this into a series, so I feel like it's a really popular book that basically everyone on BookTube has read. And I wanted to document my first time reading this. I'm buddy reading this with one of my Bookstagram friends, Robbie. I'll leave her handle up on the screen. So you'll get two POVs on this book. So yeah, that will be really fun. And I'm going to start reading this at some point this afternoon, because I also need to film a different video for this channel before I do so, but I'm very excited. I've already been pre-warned that the first bit of the book is a bit of a slow burn just because it's character building, world building, which is kind of expected with fantasy, but I'm absolutely excited to read it and we'll see if it lives to the hype. Just a quick little update. I'm on chapter 5. I've gotten a bit distracted since I reached chapter 5. I think that was about an hour ago. And I gotta say, I'm really into this book. Flying through it, I feel like I am. Yeah, I don't have too much to say, but all I'm gonna say is the sisters really annoy me, but apparently there's a whole lore to them, so I'm quite excited for that. And me and Robbie are just like trying to piece together little things that we noticed in the first few chapters. Currently she's on chapter 3, or starting chapter 3 I think, or 2. So she's not too far behind me, but yeah, I'm gonna read some more. I'm all tucked in bed, got my tea, my PJs, my bear, so I'm gonna read just before bed and I'll keep you guys updated, but so far so good. I'm very invested. Okay, so it's the next day. I am absolutely shattered from work. I finally am in bed, going to read some more and have a chit chat. I'm now on chapter 7 and me and Robbie are loving it so far. We're just trying to piece together everything. We're like being proper detectives. It's so funny. Like, she's on chapter 11 now and obviously I'm still on chapter 7, so I'm going to catch up so we can talk more about it. And yeah, I will definitely like do a proper catch up on Saturday when my brain is not frazzled from work, because I'm working again tomorrow, which is Friday. So I'll definitely give you a proper update on Saturday, but there will just be a few little clips of the rest of tonight and tomorrow. Okay, hello everyone. I thought I'd give you a quick update. So it is now Saturday. I do apologise. I feel like I haven't filmed much, but I literally didn't read at all yesterday. Yesterday was Friday and I was just so shattered from work that I didn't end up reading at all. But I've been reading all day. It's literally like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm now on page 16. So I've read, I think I started on chapter 7 this morning. So I've read quite a lot. But yeah, again, there's not too much to say about it because it's still kind of world building and character building. But me and Robbie do have some theories about Feyre's mum. Like, there was definitely a bit that stood up to me and Robbie where when Feyre meets Tamlin and Lucien, they're like, didn't your mum tell you about us? And me and Robbie were like, what does this mean? What does this mean? So it's been quite fun buddy reading with her, and I was trying to like piece everything together and try and like, we just have like our theories, and yeah, we're just really excited for that to kind of be revealed and see if we're right. So I'm really excited for it to get to the point in the series where like everything clicks together. But yeah, it's really hard to like comment really because not like, I feel like so much has happened but also not too much that I can really kind of comment on. But I do really love Sarah J Maas's writing. I am so obsessed with it. Literally when I wasn't reading it yesterday and I didn't have the energy to read it, I was still thinking about it. It's always in the back of my mind, and I'm probably gonna end up binge reading the series, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, absolutely obsessed with her writing. But yeah, that's kind of all I have to say. That Tamlin and Lucien are growing on me. I think they're cuties, especially looking after Feyre. And that's about it really. Me and Robbie like kind of had the same opinions, and again like we're trying to piece together what's happening because there's been like little things in the book, little things that have been said, and me and Robbie are kind of gone, oh, what does this mean? And then we like spiral into our theories, which has been quite fun. But yeah, something sus is going on with Feyre's family, and also we thought it was weird that why did the mum pick Feyre to the youngest to look after Nesta and Elaine? Like, that was another thing we kind of had a theory on, was like, did the mum know that Feyre was going to like get involved with Tamlin and Lucien? Did the mum know Tamlin and Lucien? So we were kind of like spiraling, like, what does all this mean? So yeah, it's gonna be really exciting when it gets to a point where it all just clicks together, which is why I just want to keep reading because I'm just so intrigued. But yeah, I think I'm going to spend the rest of today reading, and I'll try and film as much as I can, but there's also not too much to film because again it's a bit slow at the moment. So yeah, I am also going to a book club tomorrow for the first time. It's in my local area, so I'm kind of nervous, but at least I get to read more of this, because you basically, in this book club, you bring your current read and you read it for an hour with the group in silence. So you're all reading your current read, and then after that hour you go into groups and talk about your current read. So I am excited for that because it'll be nice to meet some more bookish people in my local area, but also kind of nervous because I'm going by myself. So yeah, but I'll keep you guys updated on that as well. I don't think I'll film just because I'll be really nervous, but I'll see, we'll see. But yeah, that's kind of like my thoughts at the moment and what me and Robbie have kind of been theorising. I don't know if I'm going to keep this vlog spoiler free or not. I'm trying to be careful with what I say, but it's also really hard to speak about a book, especially like this, and do like a first time reading this series without kind of going in depth and not spoiling it. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts at the moment. I'm sorry if that's not really like very interesting, but like I said, not too much has happened yet. I feel like, yeah, like I said, like it feels like so much has happened but also not enough for me to like really properly comment on, because again it's just world character building. So yeah, either way though, it's not a boring world character building, because sometimes world building and fantasies are really long and like it gets boring after a while, but Sarah J Maas did a really good job of not making it boring. So I'm going to continue this now, and I'll keep you guys updated if I have any more thoughts. I'm on chapter 19, and by the way, chapter 18 at the Glen. Was it the Glen? I think so. The water. Tamlin and Feyre. Kind of cute. And then I'm on chapter 19 now, and he's just so cute. Like the fact that he like got the gallery clean so she could go see it and have her own painting room. Can't deal. Okay, hello everyone. Sorry I took off my glasses because the glare of the light was really annoying, and I just have my ring light here to see if it would make any difference with the lighting, but it's too bright, but then it looks really gross at the same time. So sorry about that, I can't really fix that. Anyway, let me just move it. So I was very ill yesterday. I'm on new medication and I had all of the side effects. Yesterday I was really nauseous and I kept like feeling very fatigued, and I kept falling asleep. I think I had a nap like 3 times in the space of an hour and a half. I would say I still don't feel 100%. I felt better this morning, but I've kind of gone downhill again. So not like completely, I just feel a bit like spacey, I guess is the word. Like I don't feel unwell, but I don't feel well at the same time. It's just one of those like weird things. So yeah, yesterday wasn't a good reading day. I only read like 2 chapters, I think, so that's why I didn't film anything yesterday. So yeah, and so far I've just read 1 chapter and a bit, so I'm on chapter 21 and I'm at the bit where Feyre is at the Rite, is that what it's called? Like that fairy festival that Tamlin and Lucian said for her to not go to and stay in her manor, but what did she do? She left the manor and she's met this like guy with dark hair who said he isn't part of the spring court, so I'm assuming he may be a love interest, because unfortunately I did run into a spoiler on Bookstagram. Not a spoiler, but I know that she doesn't end up with Tamlin, which was kind of annoying to find out, because even though it's not a complete spoiler, I just didn't want to know that information, you know. So I'm wondering if this guy is a potential later on love interest or something else. It would be nice to see how he plays part later on in the book. But I also kind of gather from people's opinions with this is that people don't like Tamlin. And guys, I'm not at that point in the book where I have a reason to not like him. So currently I do like him and I think he's really sweet and cute. And that scene in that river pool thing with the water and him with his shirt off, and you know, So, you know, I have no reason to not like him, if I'm honest with you. So if he's not a good guy, don't hate me, because I'm not at that point in the book where I'm going to change my mind, okay? So don't hate me, please. But yeah, I'm still really enjoying it, and it's still consuming my life, and I wish I was already in the second book. I can't lie to you, because I just want to, it's like one of those things where I want to keep reading it, and I want to read it as quick as possible because I want to know everything, but then I also don't want to read it too quickly because, you know, I don't want it to end. So yeah, I'm going through that like annoying phase right now. I know Robbie got really ahead yesterday, so I'm trying to catch up with her. We haven't really discussed thoughts because I was not well yesterday, so I don't know where she is at with the book just yet, but she's definitely enjoying it because she got pretty far ahead. I think she's like over halfway now, which I'm getting there. I'm close to over half, but yeah, again, both me and Robbie kind of said that it's kind of hard to like comment on, because I mean, I'm on page 192 and still like not much has happened, but not in the sense that it's boring. It's just learning about the politics, like the fairy politics, and character building, getting to know the characters and the worlds and the different courts. So that's why it's kind of like, you know, like there's not much to talk about because it's literally just that. But this is kind of like not the first interesting thing, but this first like kind of like, I guess, tense thing that's gonna happen, because I've only just got to the bit where the guy saved her from basically getting eaten, it seems. Yeah, so I can't remember where I was gonna go with that, but yeah, I'm still really enjoying it. And usually, like, I feel like in reading vlogs as well, I do criticize the writing or like how it's been written, and quite honestly I have no comments on that either, because I'm really enjoying Sarah J Maas's writing. I have no comments about it at all because I'm enjoying it, and I think it's perfectly written so far. So I don't even have anything to say on that as well, because I'm really happy with this book. But yeah, I'm on 192, so I want to try and get a fair bit of this read, and fingers crossed I don't fall asleep. But yeah, that's kind of all I got to say. I feel like I said very little, but in a rambly way. I do apologise. But yeah, I'm sorry as well for looking like this basically probably the entire vlog, just because I've not been well, and to be honest, I've not really been in the mood to wear makeup either, so I do apologise. And I desperately need to dye my hair because it's not even red anymore. It's like a raspberry. It kind of looks like a raspberry. It's like a brown with a bit of purple and orange. Like, it's a little bit more like orange in real life, not like orange, but like hints of it. So yeah, and also ideally I want to get this finished before Friday or Saturday afternoon, because I am away on Saturday evening and I'm coming back on Sunday, and then I start my new job. So I do want to get this finished before my new job, because I also want to get this vlog out before I start my new job. But yeah, anyway, I have no idea what I'm rambling about anymore, but that's just like a little life update for you guys as well. But yeah, I'm going to continue reading, and again, I apologise if I haven't got too much footage. I have been trying my best to get as many clips as possible, but it's either been I've not felt well, or I just don't have really too much to comment on the book, so I do apologise. But so far, this book is definitely getting at least a 4.5 so far. I don't know if it's gonna be a 5-star, because you guys know I don't give out 5 stars easily, but it's getting there. But anyway, I'm gonna continue reading and stop rambling, because I've been talking for 7 minutes and I have no idea what I even said for 7 minutes. So yeah, see you in a bit. Hello everyone. Right, so a little update from me. I haven't read since, did I even read yesterday? Since Monday, since I last spoke to you guys basically. My plan was, because it's my last full day with a day off, well I have the weekend but like to myself before I go and do my last 2 days at my current job, because I start my new job on Monday and I'm away on the weekend. So I was like, I'm gonna finish ACOTAR today. We got a knock on the door from the police. Well, the police were at my door at 6 in the morning to say that our car got broken into. So it is now 3:30 and things only just started to calm down around 2 o'clock. And I've just been trying to read. The book is here open and I just can't concentrate. I'm just so stressed. The guy was armed who broke into our car. He broke into a few other cars in our building and threatened the staff with a knife. So we're all very shaken up. Unfortunately, one of the victims was also elderly. We checked on him and everything was fine. Like they've done the forensics, they've taken DNA. We got footage of it because luckily our neighbour has a Tesla, so we got Tesla footage of it, but the guy is fully covered and is wearing gloves, so we probably won't get the guy. And then to find out that this has been happening for 4 weeks, and the people who own our, like, because I live in a gated community, the companies didn't once contact any of us to warn us that this is going on. It's the same 2 people that have been doing it for 4 weeks. So I've been quite shaken up because I don't really know if I've spoken too much about this. Because it's so hard. I don't know if I've spoken too much about this, but I actually have social anxiety and I am very afraid of leaving the house. I have gotten a lot better, but the past few months I've been really struggling to leave the house. You've probably noticed in the vlogs that I've not been leaving the house in vlogs. It's because I'm absolutely petrified for this exact reason. I'm so scared. I have this fear all the time that I'm going to bump into someone armed and accidentally get injured, or like get kidnapped, or, you know, I have dealt with stalking as well before, unfortunately, so if I get stalked again, I just find a very hard time to leave my house, to go to the shops even as well. And yesterday I was so proud because I finally left my house. I did an hour walk all by myself, which I know sounds really silly, but for me that was a big deal. And I was so confident in myself. And then literally the next night, oh my god, I didn't know I was gonna get so emotional. Our car gets broken into and the guy who breaks into our car is armed, which is my fear, like my worst fear. So we've been, I say more so me, been really shaken up about this whole thing. The people we live with has been so kind and the community has really come together and we've all been looking after each other and stuff, and we are like signing petitions to make sure that we have better security and we're a lot more safer, because like there's also been incidents where our building doors have been open, which is making us really vulnerable for like people breaking into our homes. So yeah, I definitely do not feel safe in my own house currently. I know it's just our car and we didn't have anything in the car. Like the guy literally stole a pound coin from our car. He did all of that for a pound coin, like so stupid. Like I'm kind of laughing about it because how stupid it is. He literally stole a pound coin. Like can't even buy a chocolate bar with a pound coin. It's fine, everything is sorted. We're getting a rental car and everything is fine now, but it's just the fact that there's been armed people breaking into cars for 4 weeks and none of us has known about it until we get personally like broken into. So we've just been dealing with the stress of that. Even the police are shocked that they haven't done a standard email and sorted out better security. Like, it's just, even the police are appalled, which is bad. So yeah, basically I'm sorry I've kind of abandoned this vlog, which I think is quite understandable why I have. I hope you guys understand as well. I've just been really stressed, and I have to, obviously I'm starting my new job next week, which I have to go to work by myself. My partner's going to take me on Monday because it's my first day, but I'm going to have to like get used to commuting by myself because I have to go to work. So it's kind of annoyed me that it's happened the week before I need to start a new job, because I'm really not in the right mindset to be commuting by myself. But yeah, that was so terrifying. Watching the footage as well from the Tesla was the scariest thing I've ever seen. And I know no one's hurt and I'm not in danger, and but like, that is literally stuff that I see on my true crime TV shows that I watch, and the fact that that was my real life. Again, I know this probably sounds really dramatic because I personally was not involved in a situation, and it's not like I was stabbed or anything, but I just can't believe that that was like our reality. Like, and it was so scary when the police came and they asked for my boyfriend. I was like, so like, because they don't say anything until they're inside the flat or like inside your property. So I was freaking out, like, oh my god, like, what's happened? So yeah, that's been our Wednesday. I've been up since 6 a.m. I've had a nap, but I still feel really stressed. Like, it was like a very disturbed nap because I'm too scared to sleep. So yeah, it's very scary. But yeah, our flat is not doing anything about it, so we're signing petitions and stuff, and that's all we can do right now. So I have tried to read. I've read a chapter since waking up from my nap, but I just can't concentrate. It's so annoying because I wanted to finish this today. Not that there's a rush, but I really wanted to finish it today because Robbie, who's buddy reading this with me, is basically finished. So I want to finish it so we can talk about it and share our thoughts. But yeah, I can't concentrate. So yeah, anyway, that is a little update from me. I don't really know what else to say. Yeah, I've like read one more chapter and that's about it. I want to try and keep reading because I'm hoping it will put my mind off it eventually once I get back into the book. But yeah, anyway, I'll keep you guys updated on anything else. Hopefully our rental car doesn't get broken into. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated with the book as well. So I'll see you in a bit. Good afternoon, everybody. So it is now a Saturday and I have finally finished ACOTAR. I finished it on Thursday, but I needed like a few days to kind of sink in and figure out what I'm gonna rate it. Same with Robbie as well. And in the midst of all of that, I had an eczema flare up. You can't really see it on camera. But I had an allergic reaction to my Biab. So basically I already had an eczema flare up. Well, I didn't have a flare up, but I had eczema on my hands slightly, but I didn't know. And when I was getting my nails done on the Tuesday, my cuticles are very sensitive, which has happened before, and they'll like slightly felt like they were burning a bit in the UV light, which again happened before. Never had any issues. I just knew it was maybe my eczema coming back a bit. And then yeah, I had an allergic reaction to it because my eczema flared up, which caused the allergic reaction. I don't think I'm actually allergic to Biab, but it's just, sorry, I keep moving this. It's just because of the eczema flare up. It caused irritation. So I've been pretty disabled the past few days. I've been struggling a lot to pick up things. It hurts to turn pages. Like, my hands are so dry and itchy. Yeah, not great. I'm getting my eczema gloves though to arrive tomorrow, so hopefully I can be a little bit more human tomorrow. But yeah, it's a little life update. I feel like towards the end of this vlog it's become so chaotic. Like, had a breakdown about our car getting broken into and the whole drama with our current living situation, and then now my ex will flare up because I've been so extremely stressed. And then I start my new job Monday. It's coming soon, so yeah, been a lot. But yeah, so anyway, back to ACOTAR, let's not get distracted. I am rating it a 4 stars. Robbie is rated at a 3.5. We were talking about it this morning. So the reasoning that I've rated it a 4, she's rated a 3.5. She was in and ahhing if it was going to be a 4 for her, but she kind of settled for 3.5. We both agreed that although we did really love the book and it did consume our life and we really enjoyed it, we both know that it's not going to be our favourite book the more we read on to the series. And it was a very character building, like world building book. It was still written very well. I feel like a lot of fantasies that do world building kind of drag it a bit, or it gets a little bit boring and you're a bit like, it's a bit of a struggle to get through. Also, don't mind my wet hair, by the way. It's not greasy, it's just wet. But yeah, anyway, so we did like how the world building was structured and written. But we kind of have lost interest with Feyre. We're kind of finding her a bit boring. We have a feeling she's going to end up being quite a mid character. And Tamlin in the trials kind of put me off him just because he's a bit of a wet wipe. It's exactly what I said to Robbie, and she was like, that's the perfect analogy. Like, I understand why he was not giving out any reactions because he didn't want to give away what his weakness was, but I feel like there was no point in that because Feyre still went through hell and back because it was still obvious that she was his weakness because they knew they were in love. So I didn't understand why he did that. That just didn't make sense to me. And yeah, he didn't fight for her. She did all of it and then barely said anything to her when she came alive again and became High Fae. So I was like, that kind of put me off Tamlin. I am starting to like Rhys. Robbie is obsessed with Rhys. But I think it's because Rhys is physically not my type. That I'm not like head over heels for him at this moment in time. That all can change when I get to know his personality a little bit more. So yeah, I know from TikToks as well that Nesta and Elaine become more interesting characters. So we kind of have a feeling that Feyre is going to be a bit mid to us. And we're going to end up loving Nesta and Elaine. Which from what I've seen on TikTok is what kind of people are experiencing. So yeah, that was kind of one point we had. What knocked off the stars for both of us is the trials. The trials were too long. We found it a bit boring at times. I do think it was necessary because we needed those trials to introduce Rhys, I'm assuming, for the second book. But again, it could have been structured a lot differently. I said to Robbie that it could have been, instead of 3 separate trials within in a space of 3 months, it could have just been that she was instantly jailed, kept captive until the full moon. So within that time, we had, a few chapters to get to know Rhys, like we did, a bit in a long-winded way. And then have all 3 trials to happen in one day, or maybe in the span of 2 days. So it starts when the full moon hits, and then she has like maybe 2 rounds of trials, and then another 2 on the second day, or just them all in one. You know what I mean? So we felt like that could have been structured a lot better, especially when towards the end of the book. You really want the end of the book to be good because like there was so much build up and we were loving that part of the book, like the first half of the book, and then towards the trials we were a bit like really bored of it. So that's why it's knocked off stars. And then overall, when we've kind of looked at it, we've kind of gone, we did really enjoy it and it did really consume our life, but it's definitely not a favourite book. And it's definitely not going to be the favourite in the series. So yeah, that's kind of what fell for us, and I think that's pretty much the main points we both had. Me and Robbie have agreed on a lot of things. There's nothing actually that we've disagreed on apart from her being obsessed with Rhys, but that's not necessarily a disagreement, that's just a taste in a character, I guess. But yeah, we are excited to read the second one. I don't know if we're going to bunny read the second one, but I'm personally going to take a break from ACOTAR, just like read one small easy read book before I go on to the massive book the second book is. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we had any more points on, but I think those are the two main things we had to say on there. Yeah, I think that's the two main things that we had to say on it. And I'm really excited to get to know Feyre's sisters more. I am really liking Nesta now towards the end, when everything kind of was revealed why she was a certain way. But yeah, I think that was the main points. So yeah, for me it was a 4 stars, for Robbie it was a 3.5, which I was surprised at. I thought she was going to rate it a bit higher, but everyone's like kind of ratings is a little bit different. But yeah, that's all I have to say for today's vlog. I hope it was somewhat entertaining despite my slight mishaps mid-vlog. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. This is just part 1. I'm going to film when I do another reading vlog of this when I read book 2. So subscribe if you want to see the exact same thing but with book 2, and hopefully there won't be any break-ins, and hopefully no more AXA flare-ups in the next one. But we will see. Also, because I'm starting my new job, I'm going to still aim to post once a week, but the posts in the first few weeks at least may be a little bit kind of up and down, just because I don't know what it's going to be like, because I haven't worked full-time in like 6 months. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, I will see you guys hopefully next week, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and stay tuned for my first reactions on book 2 of ACOTAR.